Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It is episode 2 of Bright Lights here with Sunderland. It's been an eventful stream. We are live on stream as always. Link in the description below. There is my link to the Twitch. There's my link to my Twitter so you know when we go live and everything like that. I am happy with the transfer dealings that we've made. We've only made a couple. I'm happy with the players that we've looked at. I feel like the squad, when we were looking at it, was actually not bad. We have quite a big squad to choose from. We just need depth in some certain areas, and I feel like we've got it. And we have quite the team to push for the league. Now, first game of the season is on the 3rd of August, and it's against Charlton. Now, it's a pretty hard start for us, because if you go to season preview, Charlton are evens to go to win the title, and we're 1/5 to win it. And Fleetwood as well. So these are the 3 teams that are meant to just duke it out. So to play Charlton first up is quite difficult. They haven't really got any injury problems to deal with or anything like that. They actually just look quite solid. Us, on the other hand, have got massive amount of injury problems. So obviously we got Chris out. Chris just got injured just before in preseason. He had a crazy preseason, got injured. We had to play a different system. I'll talk to you about it in a second. Gooch is injured. Jack Diamond then just got injured in training. So wingers became quite scarce. And a lot of the men's like Reece James, Charlie, Tom Flanagan, they're nowhere near ready. Probably best to show it on the tactic screen so you can see the fitness. Watmore and McGeady have passed fit for only 45 minutes. Sinclair's not fit enough to come off the bench. Dylan's not fit enough to come off the bench, but have to be thrown on the bench. As I said, James, Flanagan, Gooch, Maguire, Diamond, White, not fit enough. So what we are going to do is I'm going to show you some preseason stuff, right? In preseason, we had a fairly good preseason. We lost the Hull with like barely any players. We then beat everyone else that we played. Big one was Werder Bremen, Bundesliga side. We dominated and played 4-3-3. It wasn't even our best 4-3-3. A lot of the young under-23s that have no real potential played. There we are. And looks pretty good. It was a pretty good, pretty good preseason so far. However, against Strawbridge, because of the injuries, we changed to a system that was a 4-5... looking at the wrong side. It was a 4-1-3-1-1 is what the game called it. It was basically just 4 DM, 3 centre mids, a centre attacking mid in front of them, and a striker. And it worked. Is it a system I want to play in the league? It's a system I will experiment with because it works so well in that game. We do have a lot of midfielders for it. But in the same time, this is the system I want to play. This is the system I have faith in. And when you're playing Charlton straight up, I want to make sure. Now, we have to talk about a couple of transfers. There's only 2 that we made, right? We highlighted that we needed a centre-back to make, and Bear Hill's not his name, but we did nickname him thanks to the confusion in the chat that I thought this was his actual nickname in real life. He's a player from Norway. One of my mods, HBG, was like, he plays for my local team in Norway. Worth checking him out because I think he's quite good. He wants us to be in the playoffs next season, the championship, which I'm happy with. This guy, according to my coach, is not a leading player for Sky Bet League 1s with no potential. If I look at his stats and compare him to most other people's stats in the league, and for people that have Sky Bet championship quality players, the guy's heading, marking, tackling is unreal. Long shots, free kick taking 17. This guy is unreal. 193 centimeters, Bear Hill there. Picked him up from Bode Glimt for only 190k, no fees, no nothing, just 190k. Thought it was a very cheap deal. And look, he scored a free kick in the last friendly that we played. It wasn't a great free kick. Keeper should have saved it, but he scored nonetheless. We then signed a Thuram. We then signed a Thuram. This is obviously one of Thuram's sons. He's just a very good centre mid with a lot of potential, so I thought we'll get him in. I love the height on him too. So we're training him to play box-to-box. I don't think he will actually end up playing box-to-box for us, but I'm just looking to get all these stats up whilst he's young. And look, I also like him because if we ever get in injury trouble with Lee Cardamore, I'm actually going to bring him in and play in as a halfback or a deep line playmaker in front of the back 4 in the 4-3-3, and I think he's worth it, and he'll be on the bench today. The main reason that he's going to be on the bench is the form of Bali. Now, Bali is Bali Mumba. I'm just calling him Bali because it's just easier to pronounce, but his pre-season form is out of this world. There was an 8.6 there against Darlington. Werder Bremen got a little bit missing, but then he played so well in the last game, scoring twice and setting up another one with a very good slide challenge, even though it doesn't say it was an assist. He tackled someone and Major came in and hit it. It was pretty good. Major's form's been unreal as well, which is good to say in preseason too. Scoring goals for fun, looking quite well as a pressing forward or as a target man. I'm pretty happy with that as well. Jackson asking what's your YouTube name in the chat. I'm actually going to link it to you right now. you can go watch that. There's obviously other saves there too, Jackson, in the chat. We just did an Adelaide United beta save, which we just finished, where we won the A-League. We also, if anyone watching this, you haven't watched that, it was fun little stuff. Obviously got FM18 stuff like HK. We didn't have a microphone for HK, so the audio's a bit dodgy. Liverpool, we got a microphone. Regina, we didn't finish. We took a month off and retired the save. In terms of looking forward, though, after this Charlton game, there's a lot of people coming back from injury. I think Watmore and McGeady are going to get a lot out of playing minutes in this game. The theory behind starting him is this: if we can play well, get a goal or two up, we can maybe switch the 4 to the narrow system that we do have loaded, and just play narrow off the break. It's a counter-pressing system as well, which is good. So if we go ahead of Charlton and Charlton have to press on us, we can, chase us, we can press on them and hit them on the break, even though we're playing one up front, and we'll see how we go. We got the players to change to get that sort of game as well. But yeah, basically, if anything happens to Watmore or McGeady, we have to go narrow straight out, and it's just, look, it's a risk versus reward. I don't want to play him, but I have to play him, and it's our best system, and there we go. So this is the starting lineup. So it's McLaughlin in goals. Love, I reckon, has turned out to be our best right back, and I think he looks quite good. He's just very good at crossing and dribbling, very good going forward, so he's got to be our best right back. Bear Hill, Jack Baldwin actually isn't too bad at all. I know I highlighted Kone in the last video, but Kone is actually on loan at Strasbourg. I actually thought he was on loan from Strasbourg, but that's okay. It means that he's our player, so for next season I get to use him. That's great. I won't be loaning him. Jack Baldwin's got very good determination, very good at being a no-nonsense centre-back, but I am playing as a central defender. In terms of playing left and right, Bear Hill's not bad there on the right. He's pretty good as well. Oviedo's, this will be the first time Oviedo's played the whole preseason. He's been on holiday till the 30th. I don't know why, but he starts out on holiday. He's wanted by Norwich still, but hopefully nothing happens there. Lee Cardamole there, as someone pointed out, is on 30k wage, but club captain, made him club captain. He's played over 204 games for Sunderland, 30 years old, obviously very good for the level. Barley, like I said, has got a lot of potential, the Englishman. He had a great preseason. I'm going to trust him in here as a centre mid on attack. Max Power, I just love the name. Simpsons reference, Max Power. Box to box. He's on loan from Wigan and joins us permanently after that for 500k. It's just absolute steal. And with his potential, someone we can build around. So, pretty happy with that. McGeady, as I said, is just, he's very good backup options to have. I feel bad for Jack Diamond because Jack Diamond was killing it in preseason. He was growing so much as well, Jack Diamond. He was unreal for us in preseason. Just look at that. He was unreal. Why did he have to get injured for? He just looked good every time he came off the bench. Right, and even in this game, he came off on the 42nd minute against Wedderburn, and he got the assist that got us 1-0 up. So it's okay. Jackson with a new sub. Thanks, Jackson. There we are. There we go. If there's a plug for anyone on the YouTube, right? If I'm getting subs during a Twitch stream, come follow us on Twitch, firstly. Secondly, subscribe to the Twitch channel, the YouTube channel. You're watching it through YouTube, you might as well subscribe. There we are. Thank you, Jackson. Good plug there. There we are. Duncan Watmore's actually just got some interest right now because of his injuries past right now. If I don't click too many times. Duncan Watmore, come back up. He is wanted by, off the top of my head, it's Huddersfield. Look, transfer window's running out. I will try and waste as much as possible. I want to keep Duncan Watmore here for as long as possible. And Major is the pressing forward, looking good. His determination's going up because I've got a training mentoring group set up. I called it Jackie. It was only going to be for Jack Diamond, and then I said I'm going to put everyone in there. So there's a lot of lads that have got Barley, Turam, Jack Diamond in there. And then I've got like Love, Baldwin, Flanagan, and Lee Cardamore have all got very high determination to grow these youngsters through. Yeah, Jackson's like, nice plug. It was a very nice plug, Jackson, that is for sure. And there we go. Got to take a quick sip of water. We're going to get into it against Charlton. A side that would also is fighting for the top of the table. It's a title race. It sets up the title race for either one of these sides because the first time they play each other, and technically is a 6-pointer, even though it's the first game of the season. I'm just happy with the result here. I expect Oviedo to be doing quite well for us at left back, even though he's unfit. In terms of free kicks direct, where is he? Bear Hill's free kick taking is unreal. So for free kicks, Bear Hill's going to come in and Bear Hill's going to come in. And we're just going to move him up the line into first and move him up the line into first because he is out of this world. And I'm actually going to move Alan Mim because I'm trying to sell him. There is players that we need to do, but there we are. There's players that we need to release or sell to balance the books a little bit because we do have a big squad, but we will get to that after the stream and after this YouTube episode. As I just read the chat, HBG's off. Oh, stay for the game, HBG. He recommended Bear Hill, like I said. He's one of my mods. He's a nice lad. Thank you for that, HBG. Good to see you, but we're going to get into it here. Duncan Wamba, McGeady, and Brian Oviedo all lacking match fitness. That's fine. It's a risk that has to be taken. It's Sunderland versus Charlton. You have some new staff as well. Nothing major. We just signed a new assistant and a lot of new, youth development officer, youth development, and some better scouts. Nothing crazy. Our assistant's pretty good. It's a special day. I can't wait to get into the ground and this wonderful job. There we are. If I can't wait, I'll focus on what we can do as well. We'll go out and attack from kickoff. I can't remember if I did a team talk then or not. I'm going to watch that back to see if I did. If I didn't, I stuffed that somewhere. I usually do. Everyone that's watched all my YouTube episodes always do the same team talk, usually anyway. But here we are. So obviously us in the red at Stadium in light and Charlton in the yellow. Be interesting to see how many people we pull for a game like this. Be nice to see that it's sold out, but I doubt it is. I'm looking for us to go out there and just keep the ball from minute 1 and see what we can do against Charlton. And as things stand, it looks like that we have. And 15 minutes in, McLaughlin goes second line, which I'm fine with. So if you can't play out, go there. Oviedo's ball finds McGeady in space. Mudger and Duncan Watmore there. Mudger's there first. We're going to score the first goal of the season. And Sunderland are 1-0 up against Charlton within 16 minutes. It was a great ball over the top from Oviedo. And it all started with the keeper, let's be honest. McLaughlin's ball out to Oviedo is pinpoint. Right, and then Oviedo's ball into the space in behind, releasing McGeady, the former Everton reject. His cross wasn't the best. It was actually deflected on Majar's path. But Majar, who's been in great form in pre-season, makes no mistake. And it is 1-0 Sunderland. Dominating possession, dominating the game. I say that, and then all of a sudden Sunderland have 3 shots just then as I said that. So who knows? But we'll be okay. Max Power, though. Picking up a bookie. So is Lee Cardamore. Hopefully we're not going to get a red card first game of the season. That wouldn't be ideal. It looks like Duncan Watmore McGeady actually going to make through more than 45 minutes, which is unreal for us as well. I'll want to get at least 2-1 or 2 more, at least 2-0 up before we have to change him. McGeady picking up a card as well. I don't have us unstuck in or, being like super aggressive with our challenges. So I'm surprised we've got a few bookings already. It's been a heated game by the looks of things. It looks like they're picking up some bookings too. But we're going to get into the team talk. I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. Especially against Charlton. I usually tell them not to get complacent, but early game, I'm trying to build a good rapport with the players. So I try not to, get the complacent chat out. Once I've been here for over a year, every time we're leading at halftime, don't get complacent. Even if it's 2-0, don't get complacent. And most times they're not, they just seem fired up to hold on to the lead. But early doors, I like to make sure that the players, the manager's praised me, yay, it's good, and I like the manager, etc., etc. Just to build a good rapport. As Bolden will be on it, at some point we're going to have to look to take off Duncan, Watmore, and McGeady, but we'll see how he goes. Barley finds Power. Power in the Mudger. Mudger's ball there. It's a great ball in Duncan, Watmore. Watmore! Oh, he should have scored. He should have scored. Duncan, Watmore. Shoulda, coulda, didn't. And 56 minutes played. Not bad. They're still making it through here. 62 minutes played, and look, they're still over 70%. So until they drop below that, which they haven't, we're going to be alright. I'm actually going to leave it as it is. Alright, 72 minutes played. Not many highlights coming out of this game. I feel like just to make sure that we protect them from getting injured, we are going to switch, right? And with us switching, right, what more comes into here? You move Barley on that side, and I'm actually going to bring in Turam on that side because Dylan's not 100% fit. We're going to move him on as a bit more of a central midfielder on support instead of attack. And we're going to use Honeyman in up as the Trecatista. And we're going to go to that. We're going to confirm the changes and off we go. And there we are. We're going to play the game and continue. 74 minutes played. We will take Max Power off in the 80th. There we are. As we pick up another knock. I've clicked on someone's name there. 63. All right, we're going to make our last change. It's not going to be a defensive change. It's just going to be light for light. We're going to get Dylan out there, but as a deep line playmaker on support and just really get him just to hold in the middle of the park. I'm going to get us off positive and get us to a little bit more cautious. We're also going to go shorter passing on shorter tempo. We're not going to look for the overlap as much either. Be a little bit more disciplined with it. In transition, we're going to slow down the pace, but still distribute to the centre backs. Just hold our shape and just regroup. Just going to try and hold on here a little bit more. Get us off using the offside trap, prevent the short distribution, and just get us on a little bit more standard. With that in mind, we're obviously going to get both wing backs to go on wing backs on defend as well. and just look for us to hold on here for a 1-0 win against Charlton, which I'll take with an injury-stricken Sunderland. And hopefully, in our first game at the Stadium of Light, the light is shining bright. As 93 minutes, 94 minutes, it looks like it's going to be game over. A game with not many highlights, but I will take that. And we're going to grind out a 1-0 win over Charlton, first game of the season, which is huge for us. And we did it with not our best squad out there due to a lot of injuries, you know. As much as Mudge has scored here, he scored a heap in preseason. Charlie is a better striker for the level at the moment because Mudge is still the young kid. He has time to grow. His Honeyman time waits perfectly. A good boy. Who else do we have out? You know, Duncan Watmore wasn't 100% fit. You know, you got Maguire and Jack Diamond injured, so you played McGeady out on his non-preferred side, and he still did a job. I'm very happy with that as well. Well done, lads. Good result. Other players that didn't play that, you know, is in our starting 11 normally is not Jerome Sinclair. He came off the bench. Dylan. So Dylan was 100% fit when we brought him on just to give him some match fitness. He's coming right back to it, 36%. I'm very happy with how that's gone so far. So the transfer window ends in a few days. In terms of me making signings, I don't think I will. I don't want to rush him. It was a great match. Everything went according to plan. He had a solid game. It was Bear Hill. He was terrific. The sort of things he's capable. I don't know the manager at all. As we get through the press conference, we're going to save the game and have a quick little chat. Happy with that. Obviously, first game played. We scored the first goal in the league. Perfect. Clean sheet. First game up as well. Magic against a side that's meant to finish second. With a side that is a little bit stricken by injuries at the moment. Obviously, the next time you see us, we'll have probably a more stronger side than what we did out there on the park today. There will be times where we'll switch into this 4-1-3-1-1 system, as Football Manager calls it. But we'll see how we go. I'm very tempted to move that into a 4-1-2-1-2, move one player forward. It depends on the system as well. And yeah, in terms of when we're going to be back though, YouTube, I'm going to take a look. I know that Fleetwood is a big game and it's actually not too far away. So I reckon for everybody on YouTube, it's going to be Fleetwood. I'm going to try and get to that game tomorrow and play it before cricket tomorrow and upload it whilst I'm at cricket, as I don't have coaching tomorrow morning. In saying that though, I will play as much as I can and see where I can get to. If something gets interesting before then, we will play it as well. But I'm definitely thinking Fleetwood as well. I'm expecting us in the league to not romp it and not win it convincingly, but to finish in the top 3 fairly easily with the squad that we have. Anyway, for everybody on YouTube, that is going to be the end of episode 2 of Bright Lights with Sunderland. Hopefully we can continue in this vein of form as we get to OBS. Couldn't find it there for a second. We can continue in this vein of form of winning games against the sides in and around us, according to the season preview, and we can bring some brighter times to to the dim history of the Sunderland, the recent history of Sunderland, so to say. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, on the YouTube. As always, links in the description below to follow us on Twitch and Twitter, so you can come watch all this action live as well. Thank you for watching, and from Sunderland and Damien, enjoy the rest of your day or night. Thank you and goodbye.